still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Buccaneers at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Play fake. Mayfield. Open man.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. put me some in the can that's dry. Riding the spaceship like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, her right. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, Anna, Brady, I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And let it sit there in the road, wow. I'm still double, the tires, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired. Cartier's the watch. Cartier, love Cartier. Cartier, spec buffalo on the side.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And off we go from Tampa. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. They run through the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Run. What's up?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's Otten, open downfield. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 37 yards.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
180! Hey, alert 33! Not!
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Chris Godwin's the receiver he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Point it right.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers. And he continues to be a focal point of of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. For an opener, Purdy to throw. That's complete to Pearsall.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully...
In trouble, and down he goes. That is the former Pro Bowler, Hassan Reddick. He gets in there to drop for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Get set. Watch out.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he is out of bounds.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another 1st down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. He's inside the 40, and he is gonna run it all the way down near the red zone. So a big one there to start the drive, and even 50 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
180! Up, up! What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll set up the screen to White. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, 49ers 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Get set! Get set! Right around, sir!
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I can promise you that is not how he wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Get set!
Now Purdy. He'll locate. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And that ball's going to go out of bounds, so that's a backward pass. It's a loss of yardage, and they're going to mark it the spot right where it crossed the sideline. Second and inches. That's McCaffrey. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
We are through 1. 14-7 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Levante David doing his work on defense.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7.
18, watch out.
Kittle is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
On 1st down, here's Irving. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
180.
Baker to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Good. 180. Real. Stop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Looking downfield for Otten. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8 at his pass to the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Get set.
Here's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds and just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the 1st down.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player. But tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. To throw is Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Get set.
Throwing is Purdy. And he's in. Jake Tonjes. Touchdown, San Francisco. That his 1st touchdown this year. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
I got it. 180. What's up?
Give. This is Irving, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Ashawn Robinson there on the play.
At the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Kings. 20. Regular.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Good.
Now Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me rich.
Good. 180. Done.
Now Mayfield. It's over the middle of tight end Otten. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he could, and that pass ball's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Good. Real. 180. What's up?
Throwing is Mayfield. Amador Lenore there defensively to break that one up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Point it right. 180.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. This is caught at the 2. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Irving trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's holding at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bucs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. And they're on 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Get set. 118. Watch out.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it'll be third down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Third down, Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Second and 10. Throwing is Purdy. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Injury on the field, and it is George Kittle who is in some discomfort. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Baker to the tight end, Otten with the grab. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, so now a much more advantageous spot.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down. He will convert. It's third and short, and they pick up 4.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for not now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Right back to Irving. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They face second down and 7.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Forced to his right. He's going to run it. And he's in! Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Next to the score, Buccaneers 28, 49ers 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. To throw on first down is Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They run once more with McCaffrey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, 49ers.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, You're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in his rep thing makes siblings. Nothing for my children. What?
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Vita Vea getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
Field goal would only do so much. They need a touchdown to close the gap. It is 4th down and goal. Now Purdy. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. There. Good defense, held to no gain. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Kings! Good. 180! Real.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Run. What's that?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Got a man! It's Ibuka, complete. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
180!
That's it to start the fourth. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 21. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll go again here with Irvin. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
King! 20! Point it right. Regular. Done.
Here's Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Good. 180. What's up?
Mayfield. Left side, he's got it hooked up. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. Throwing is Baker. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Niners take over 1st down 10.
Now the rookie out of Oregon, Jordan James. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Outside,
it on the ground with James. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Here's Irvin. And good work here defensively. They force him out after a gain of just a yard. And now it's 3rd down.
Hurry up and get your muscle up, we got the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux Master up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, we could diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the
To throw is Mayfield. That one is caught by Ibuka. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Throw right side. He's got Tonjes. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Get set.
On 2nd down, James. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, like just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's James. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. It is 2nd and 6.
Get set, get set. Up.
They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd and 1, here's Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. This from an even 50 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 3-score game.
Off his foot, Mike, this ball was just never on target. He might have been hoping for it to work a little left to right, but it just didn't want to cooperate. It ends up staying wide left.
Here we go. One final play. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. So a win here for the Buccaneers. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory.